Hello, friends. This is film critic Ahwaan from Cineblues, and today we have the creator and director of the popular Netflix web series Jamtara, Sabka Number Aayega, yeah, Sabka Number Katega. It is going to be the second season of which is going to release on the 23rd of September. Now, Jamtara season 1 was basically on the fishing scandals. It blended the scams and politics into one in the murky region of Jharkhand, based on real incidents. And after a gap of, I think, 2.5 years, uh, Soumendra is coming with the second season of Jamtara, and we hope it is going to be equally intriguing and explosive. So, welcome, Soumendra, to the show.
Thank you, sir. Hello. Thank you.
Yeah. So, sir, tell me, like, how did this idea of Jamtara come to your mind first? Like, it came long back, right? Before the pandemic actually hit the country, and it was at a time when OTT also had not gained that much of momentum like it gained during the COVID pandemic time. So, how did it come to your mind?
2015, actually, Deepu Sebastian, a journalist from Chennai, he was the first one to actually break the news. He had this very interesting 2 mud houses, and there were 2 towers, and he had captioned the fishing capital of India. So that, as creators, intrigued my writers and us, and we then curiously followed the story from there. And the place, it's a fishing capital where it's a small, एक छोटा सा कस्बा है वहाँ पर 3,000 से 5,000 लोग रहते हैं, 30 से 40 मोबाइल शॉप्स है. And it's amazing. It's very clean, beautiful village. Nobody will ever imagine this can be the fishing capital of India, and pura village उसमें जो है ना fishing scam करता है. So that is how we got started. And during that point of time, it was in a very, very nascent stage, OTT platform, 2017-18.
Right.
And so it was an experiment, to be very honest. And we thanked Viacom and Netflix for giving us all the freedom. We had very little resource, but full creative freedom to do whatever we wanted to do. With Jamtara season 1, young actors, NSD, FTI from theater, local actors, and it was so fun working with them. And that is how we got started.
Okay, great. Now, Jamtara, I remember it came during January 2020, right? And that was the time where when like OTT had like the content on the OTT or the web series on the OTT had not gained much traction, right? And even the stars we see in the Jamtara, they were very raw, like they were not very known faces. They were quite raw. And
all debut.
Yeah. Like all the characters, like the Mandals, like Sunny and Rocky and all these people.
Sunny, Budhia, Rocky. Yeah, all the actors are new.
Yeah. Only Amit Sial was he's a seasoned actor.
Amit Sial and Divyendu Bhattacharya, and Aksha, who played the. She is a young actor. She is a child actor. She has been in the industry for long, but very actively advertised. So,
right. Exactly. So now that you are coming with the second season after a long gap, it's been more than 2.5 years.
Yes.
So did you have any kind of inhibition or any kind of negativity, thinking that okay, there has been a long gap and there is a plot continuity, right? The story continues from season 1 to 2. Did you have any such kind of fear to again revive the story after a gap of 2.5 years?
We actually started our work much before the trailer launch of season 1. So the go-ahead, the platform were very confident the season would work. Netflix especially were very confident. So our work had begun before our even the launch, before our series released.
Right.
So, and there was so much to do in season 2, and we were all curious and very excited, the new scams and what is actually happening right now, the ground reality in Jamtara. And we were backed by the cyber police teams of Jharkhand, Delhi, Bombay, and Hyderabad. And our reporters, we had actual reporters from Dhanbad and Jamtara who supported us for season 2. So there was so much story to be told, and actually most of the reporters volunteered to help us tell the stories. There's so much to tell, so much to share. So we were more excited to be able to explore this world, And also it was a challenge within the team to see, because सारे young actors they got so much recognition after Jamtara season 1. All of them are doing shows in various other platforms and films. So it was also a challenge कि लोग को fluke ना लगे कि भाई एक बार आया और fluke था क्या performances. So I would always challenge my actors कि we have to do it again and again to be able to win the trust of people, win the trust of makers outside of Netflix and Viacom. कि you are reliable, you are bankable. They can come to you and hire you. And they took up the challenge. I'm very happy. They gave the time, attention, and full credit to Netflix for empowering us. You know, Netflix Viacom. They really empowered our writers. They got all the resources they wanted for research, and it was a young team. We went all out for season 2. So we are very, very excited to present this part of the story, and it's very new. Like a lot of things that will amuse you, surprise and shock you. What is happening right now in Jharkhand and how that scam has spread to the rest of India. You know. So we're very excited to tell this story to the rest of India.
Actually, I remember watching the season 1, and it had intrigued me a lot, as in more than the real thing, the real scam thing, which happens, it happens to many people, many innocent people. But there is a story beyond that, right? The politics in the whole place. Like about the negative, about the antagonist, right? The Brajesh Bhan, which is being played by Amit Sial, brilliant actor, and how this trio of Budhia and these Mandal boys, they are against him. And I think in season 2, what is there in season 2? What is the plot that drives season 2 here?
The thematic is revenge. Essentially, Budhia and Sunny now they cannot run away.
Yes, they were running in season 1.
They have lost so much, and this is the redemption. And the redemption will come through revenge against Brajesh, who has been in this part of who's a seasoned politician, whose family was into politics.
Right.
So these guys, even if they have the money, they still cannot come over power. So they need to get this power, and that will come through elections. So now Budhia Sunny, in order to take revenge, they must win the elections against Brajesh. And to win the elections, they will need the money. So the money is going to come from fishing.
From the fishing.
So fishing. But right now OTP काम कर नहीं रहे हैं. लोग जो है आपका कॉल्स उठा नहीं रहे. क्यों लोगों को पता चल गया है कि भाई कोई जमतारा से फोन कर रहा है, कहीं से तो फेक कॉल आ रहा है. अच्छा. So they must now find a new way to scam people. So the revenge is driving them to come into elections. But the fishing money is going to ultimately decide the outcome of the elections. And for them, so they must find newer inventive ways, newer scams to be able to deceive people and get those money. So it's all very, very intertwined.
Great. You know,
simply Brajesh Bhan also wants to get new players are coming in. So Brajesh Bhan Bua is also coming in, wants a bigger pie of the entire money, fishing money.
Right. So in fact, I had interviewed Amit ji some time back at the start of this month, and I asked him about the character Brajesh Bhan, but he said that कुछ नहीं यार, I remember the words, कुछ नहीं यार, वो पागल था, season 2 में वो और पागल हो गया. Like he has become more maniacal, more hysterical. So I did not delve more into that. I thought, okay, let the suspense be there. But I see that new characters you have got, right? You have got Seema Pawaji also into the plot. And she played one negative character in Gangubai Kathewadi, and she was really menacing. So I think she is a politician here, right? So how was it working with
she's Bua.
Okay, she's the Bua.
Bua of Brajesh Bhan.
Acha.
And she's amazing. She's an amazing human being and a very nice collaborator. She herself is a director, so she understands a lot of the challenges the filmmaker might face. So she was a blessing to all of us. And good thing was when we approached her for season 2, she had already watched season 1. So it took no time for her to say yes. You know. So that was a big plus for us. And all the actors were very excited to be able to share the screen space with her. Fantastic.
Great. Like Soumendra, you're one director who has acted with finest of actors, right? In the award-winning, you won the award for Budhia Singh, Born to Run, and you worked there with Manojbajpayee. Now you're working with Amit Sial ji, and also Seema Pawaji. So how is it like working with a talented set of actors like them?
As a filmmaker, you feel very empowered because there is the ecosystem that they help create. It's a very safe place for them to fail, and for the young actors especially. They take care of the co-actor. And for a new filmmaker like me, it's very empowering because whatever I've written, those nuances, those characters. I know it is in safe hands. They also know it is in. We have together created a very safe system. For in Budhia Singh also, when Manojbajpayee had, he gave me more than 3.5 months for pre-production.
Achha.
He not only spent time with the small kid who played Budhia Singh, he also conducted workshop for rest of my actors.
Okay.
He took care of. Gave me time, and they set the tone in the film set. Similarly in Jamtara, because these actors are from theater, they have seen the hard life. There is so much hunger in their belly to perform and to get their work out there. That madness towards art, that storytelling is there. So as filmmaker, I only have to prepare well. That's all you need. So they are going to come full force and they're going to give it all, and they're there for the story. And nothing else. There's no distraction on the set, and you are coming there to tell this one story that all the energies are so positive. And there's no time wasted on the set, and it's so much fun, so much learning for all of us, and especially for young actors.
Okay. So you and me actually, not only we share the same surname, but also the same place of origin. And like Jharkhand is quite closer to our place of origin. So did you actually go to the place for scout, like go to Jharkhand and scout for the places where Jamtara 2 was to be shot, or Jamtara seasons were to be shot?
Yeah, we did that because जब पहली बार स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ा था तो honestly not just me but half of India को पूछो कि जैसे उड़ीसा है ना, वैसे ही जमतारा कहाँ है या झारखंड कहाँ है, it is difficult for half of Indians to locate the place on the map,
Right.
So जब स्क्रिप्ट आई थी, पहला पायलट पढ़ा था, हमें भी एक बहुत ही मिस्टिक प्लेस लगा कि ये भाई यहाँ से कोई जंगल के अंदर से कॉल जाते हैं रेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया से, और ये लड़के जो 5वीं फेल है बेवकूफ बनाते. सो वी एक्चुअली वेंट टू रांची से हमने एक रोड ट्रिप लिया था टुवर्ड्स जमतारा, धनबाद, तो सारी जगहें देखी. बहुत ही सुंदर जगह है, बहुत ही सुंदर जगह है. लॉट ऑफ ट्राइबल्स लाइक इन उड़ीसा, संथल ट्राइब से लेके बहुत सारे ट्राइब से, बहुत ही सुंदर कल्चर है, एंड इट्स अ मेल्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ डिफरेंट कल्चर्स, झारखंड भी. और जमतारा में हम एक कर्माटांड करके जगह है और अलग विलेजेस है जहाँ पर एक्चुअली फिशिंग का पूरा होता है, वहाँ पर नेटवर्क. इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल विलेज. इट्स ब्यूटीफुल विलेज, एंड you'll be shocked to see find कि यहाँ हो सकता है कि कोई स्कैम, बट होता है.
Okay.
Because it's so deceiving, the place is so deceptive also, and the boys are so good at the art of conversation.
Right.
And all they do is pick up a phone and make the conversation, make it full out of you. They end up convincing you to give their CVV and OTPs. So amazing. It is how they have never been to school, nobody taught them, and amazing how they can have that great art of conversing with people, and both boys and girls.
Yeah. So when you think of Jamtara, like it was like a sure-footed or it given assurance in the space of OTT, right? It was one of Netflix best shows that released during that time, and also Jamtara 2 is now that coming up. So what do you feel like are these stories which are basically rooted in our hinterland? They have a natural way of pulling more audience base. Do you think like that?
मुझे क्या लगता है कि जितनी शहरों की कहानियां हैं वो खत्म हो गई, सारे कहानियां हमने बोल दी
जी.
More than 70% of India stays in the villages, and those stories have not been told yet. Rural areas, more rural. एक है आयुष्मान खुराना काइंड ऑफ फिल्म्स which is a middle and lower middle class.
Right.
उससे भी आप और आगे चले जाओगे, that is just 50% of India.
Right.
It's a huge place, and those stories are untold, especially like in Odisha. Hardly we have explored any story, and there is a gold mine of story waiting to be told, explored, and I think for me, for other filmmakers coming up and other filmmakers rest of India, they should also invest a lot more energies into this kind of place, Jharkhand, Odisha. It's unexplored, it's so virgin, the stories are waiting to be told, and these stories are unique, new, and it'll give a new it's not a regular story. It's a story that has long ignored and untold also. I think it's waiting to be told. I think वही कहानियां हैं, शहरों की तो कहानियां हो चुका है, वही है, हम बार उसी को डिफरेंट मोड में देख रहे हैं. I think actual stories रूरल में है. I think that is where I think all platforms are leading towards.
See, filmmakers like you, or maybe Nilamata Panda, who also hails from our place, like they are really we are really proud of them, like, proud of you people who are making a difference to the overall ecosystem of cinema, getting us new stories and all. So what is next for you? Are you planning to have stories, have any story or develop something from based on our place? Or
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, now I want to tell more stories from Odisha, more personal stories from Odisha, because if not we, then who? Because I really want to go back to the tribals. I'm from Koraput. I'm from Koraput, Jaipur. So my father is did his services with the forest department. He retired as a ranger. My mother is a teacher, and we have grown up interacting with the locals, with the tribals. I want to tell those stories. I want to tell stories from Odisha, and it'd be great to see a story from Odisha coming on a Netflix platform or other big platforms, and let the world see those stories. More intrigued by them. Right now, I'm working on a feature film. I am waiting for the producers to announce that. It's a new cast again, all newcomers.
Great.
I like that space because they give so much time, attention, and there's no baggage with these newcomers.
Right.
So I'm working with them. That is a feature film. But after that, I want to concentrate and go back to design, tell those stories, those amazing stories, and create an ecosystem where other filmmakers can join and we can share our stories to the rest of the world, especially from the people of Odisha.
Fantastic. All the best to you for that. And before we conclude our show for today, I just like to know your favorites. Like who is your favorite director, and who is your favorite actor?
I have grown up watching, and the influences have been so multidimensional, because from watching Pyasa of Gurudutt to watching 400 Blows to Bicycle Thieves, to It's a Wonderful Life, It's a Beautiful Life, to watching Shawshank Redemption, to watching various kind of cinema, to watching Millie, to Anand, those kind of films. To influences have been very influences have been too varied, and different filmmakers at different point of times have inspired me.
Right.
And and I keep going back to those cinema also, and why it worked and why it's so universal. Why do we like them so much? But first film that had a huge influence on me in a film school was, I think, Pyasa.
Okay, great. Gurudutt Saab's Pyasa.
Absolutely, it was actually. It was mostly it was a case study of that film, and the teacher who took us through that case study, I was spellbound, rivet, to see a film through a different lens. I think that was a very eye opener for me. I still remember that day.
And little off track, but what is your favorite food? Since
food, I like because I stayed in that part of Odisha, which is so multidimensional. Jaipur, it is, you have 50% Oriya people, 30% Telugus, Marathi, there is Gujarati, there is Marwadis. So I have been influenced by the food choice of various cultures, and that only got more added more color when I came to Bombay. And since I'm into filmmaking, so last week I was in Delhi shooting. It was Delhi World. Came back to Bombay again, Marathi culture. Now I'm in southern part of India and Kerala, and it's like different culture. So food habits, I love Oriya food, to be very honest. All are great cooks at my home. But I also like all other foods.
Fantastic. So do you crave for dalma? No. Do you crave for dalma?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Great.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Whenever, especially when we go to Puri also, and temple food is so divine.
Fantastic. It was lovely talking to you, Soumendra, and we wish all the best for your Jamtara 2, and I'm sure that will be really intriguing and like more than season 1, better than season 1, and all the best for your future projects as well. Thanks for your lovely time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks so much.